what's going on, man? New episode of Playa Politics, man. We back.
We back, man. YouTube, TikTok. We appreciate the love, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, we see y'all. Hey, y'all, more and more. Hey, it's only going up from here, y'all. So the ones that's here now, we thoroughly
appreciate it.
Rocking with us. You know, it's gonna be a long journey, but I promise you, y'all gonna enjoy this. Y'all gonna enjoy this. I promise.
Yeah, we building it brick by brick, man. That's one thing you can see.
Listen, I think we damn near got the basement done. So I think we almost
we got the foundation. Yeah.
Finish this basement on off. We're gonna be all right. So, like,
but you can't have a good house unless you got a good foundation on that thing, man. So
you know, we got all the sticks up, all the bricks outside. You know, we started on the bricks. We got to get them guys going.
And
we just get this guy furnished and put that fence around. We'll be all right. So.
And we just showing niggas, man, listen, man, we building this up. We ain't holding nuts. We ain't clickbaiting. We ain't down doing no extra shit. We gonna do it the right way, man.
We planted the seed. We watching it grow. So that's all. So,
and by the time it's time to get that check, we can say, "Hey, boy, this all 100%. We built all this up, man. You can't down. So gotta come with it, man.
Yeah, we appreciate the love, man. Any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the love. So,
but yeah,
we got to get into the. We'll start it off with the beef. If y'all care.
Yeah, if it's a beef, I guess.
It is a beef. I'm really calling this a rap battle. I'm calling this just a pure battle. I don't even think there's bad blood in this because there's no real history. Like, most battles have a history to it. This is more so. This really started off with Joey Bada as, you know, champion New York, which is fine. Hey, claim where you from and ride for where you from. I have no issue with that, wherever it is. And he kind of wanted smoke with Kendrick. He wants that's who he really wants. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna get Kendrick.
I don't think he's gonna get Kendrick, and if he does, it won't be right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I don't see Kendrick. Not right now. Let me just say that. And again, I think it made sense for Kendrick and Drake to hash out their differences. We'll just say it like that. I think it made more sense for that than the Kendrick just to get in a battle with Joey Bada. And they really don't have beef like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not saying they can't rap or he ain't got no bars and nothing like that. If you rap, you can find bars for somebody, but I don't see the motivation, you know what I'm saying, for Kendrick. But Joey mentioned the West Coast and TDE, and you know, and for y'all that don't know, TDE is way bigger than Kendrick
Lamar,
Absol, Schoolboy, and J-Rock. That's who we knew it to be. TDE has way more artists than that, you know what I'm saying? They got, of course, we know they got Doechii, and they got Rayvon, and it's a couple other guys, and they have Daylight. I didn't even really know Daylight was signing them like that until not too long ago. I've followed Daylight as a battle rapper, as weird as he can be, but you know he like the Dennis Rodman of the battle world. I swear, like he just on some other stuff. But you can't take away from him as a lyricist. He can rap his ass off.
Yeah, rapping the business. Yeah,
like he can rap. You know what I'm saying? But it's just to me, it's just a classic. Personally, just a war of words. That's how I look at it. There's no, if somebody's looking for a, you know, who slept with who or who's
all that
who got shot and all that. It's none of that. It's none. Of that. Excuse me. This is all. It's all bars. They've gotten personal, but of course, after you say so much, you're gonna get personal. So I don't, you know, if you're looking for some reality show housewife type stuff, you're not gonna find it.
These niggas are just rapping. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just rapping,
and that's what they do. It's like, it's like you're not gonna get all the other stuff with it because I mean their platforms is not as big as Kendrick and a Drake. You know what I'm saying? Even the people I've seen, I haven't even seen major publications even talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because it ain't
yeah.
It ain't them that type that name. It ain't the name that they like. It's like a fight, like a boxing match.
Yeah, this the undercard.
If you ain't got this undercard. If you ain't got the names to attract people ain't really gonna care about this shit. It's so much shit going on. It's just like
the only people I've seen even talk about it are people that follow battle rap. Them the only people I've even seen speak on it, talk about it. Like, you know, Kendrick and Drake was on the Shade Room. Like they was on.
That shit was on the news.
Entertainment Tonight and shit.
Like, that's a whole nother level.
That's a whole nother level.
The name.
This ain't going past hip hop blogs, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even think academics have spoken on this yet.
I heard like his lame man said some shit. He really was trying to.
Okay.
He really was trying to like. I don't know. He said something about Kendrick. So Kendrick got 42 hours to respond. Nigga just like.
See now he because this ain't. It has something to do with Kendrick, but Kendrick ain't here. So,
but nigga, your name don't, and you don't have the respect level for that.
Yeah,
you call out no nigga to say, "Well, Kendrick, you got this amount." Man, that nigga don't even acknowledge you, child.
Yeah, right.
Drake don't even acknowledge
you. If we keeping it a buck, yeah.
So it's just like,
if we keeping it a buck,
that's corny, man. Like when I see shit like that,
that is
me personally, I don't. This shit don't do nothing for me, man. Like, I'm so exhausted from the Kendrick and Drake shit. Like, I don't really want. I don't really want to even be involved in this shit no more right now.
Like I said, I'm more so a battle rap fan, and that's more so what I've taken from this. Is just I'm a battle rap. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me hear some bars, but my investment is different than it was with Kendrick and Drake because. Mainly because I know what Joey can do, know what Daylight can do. So it's kind of one of them things. If they spit 100 fire bars, it's like, yeah, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Versus with Kendrick and Drake, I was really sitting there like, I wonder can both of them do what battle rappers do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if a mainstream artist is battling, I want to see how good you really can rap.
Yeah.
So this is gonna prove how good you can rap. Like, you know, can you? Of course, you can stay on subject about a song like a broken heart, or you talking about your hood, or you talking about any situation. But when you gotta write a whole song about somebody, and then you gotta make it interesting, and then you gotta make
you gotta disrespect the nigga.
You gotta make it as you gotta just come with it. It's like, oh, now I want to see this. Joey and Daylight, this is what they, you know, with Joey, even though he's more commercial, this is him really. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know, so.
But to me personally, I just feel like it's just like, you just from what we came from with back in the day, like it just like I don't think them kind of beefs it like Kendrick and Drake took that shit to another level. Like
this not gonna move the needle like other stuff. Yeah,
and it's just like that shit right there. It left so much extra shit from the battle. It just like that shit turned me off, y'all. It just like,
but this shit like Chernobyl.
Yeah, it's just
it's still radiation. You know?
It's just like my nigga. Okay, now, like you know, it got to the point where it's just like, okay, I like the beef. They beefing, and it's just like once the beef was over, it's just like, all right, y'all, like it's over now. Like it's going and go. They're going to do something else, and it's just like, no, niggas ain't trying to do that. And then you got the like, let's say with the Jay-Z and Nas shit was going on, right?
Right.
I liked that beef because it was a beef. They did what they had to do. Couple, you know what I'm saying? A little bit here and there after that, but other than that, it was over with.
Yeah, that was it.
People moved on. The fan moved on. With this shit, with this Drake and Kendrick shit, it's like it's just some bullshit. It's just a lot of extra bullshit that it's just like it turned me off. It's like, okay, man.
And can we still, in a way, we're still dealing with it. Not as much.
We still dealing with that shit.
Not as much as we were even 3 or 4 months ago when when Super Bowl happened. But there's still like anytime them dudes do something, like it died down. Like after the Super Bowl, I'm like, okay, that's it. And then I totally forgot. I'm like, this dude about to go on tour. Kendrick has to perform those songs.
Yeah.
He can't do his tour and not do Not Like Us.
Yeah, I mean,
he's gonna have to do the record. You know what I'm saying?
But you got it. Now you got to kind of think about, do he have to do this shit for the rest of his career? That's just like these niggas up together to the end of their career now.
End time.
Every time you hear Kendrick, you gonna hear somebody say Drake. Every time you hear Drake, you gonna be somebody around here gonna say Kendrick.
That's a good point. And then I'm sitting here thinking, okay, let's say 2 albums from now, like this is what 2025. He'll be in his 40s by the end.
Yeah.
This 2025, we'll say 20. Let's just say 2032. Because he takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
He's still gonna do Not Like Us.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I would be at the concert like, yeah, nostalgia, but at the same time, it's like, because there's a good chance they might be cool by then. Like,
but even
that,
with that,
you know what I'm saying?
You still gonna hear niggas saying, I still want to hear that like us though, man. I still
and that's weird. You know why that's weird to me? Because if Nas does a concert, he can't do either.
That shit don't make sense to do that shit.
The same way Jay-Z do a concert, he cannot do Takeover.
That's what I'm saying.
But and Jay-Z wouldn't, because that Takeover was big for that time.
Yeah.
Nas could perform. He could perform Ether if he wanted to, and it was because it was such a big thing when it happened. But it just would be like, why is he performing Ether? So
it's like
you'd be like, that'd be kind of, it's just like, okay, you can't do that now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's just like a Kendrick perform Meet the Ground. It's just like, I want to hear Meet the Ground. But Not Like Us is so big. It's the biggest diss song ever, y'all. Nigga, I want to hear that Not Like Us.
Like Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken, has never really performed No Vaseline.
No.
I could be wrong, but I don't think
that shit was so vicious. Where would you perform that at though?
Exactly, but not too long after that, Dr. Dre leaves. Him and Dr. Dre get back cool, so you can't perform that. You know what I'm saying? You can't perform that record. And you and Drake
because that was a point. That was a reason for that shit. Was a point of time for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But after a while, you gotta sit there, I sit there and think of all these diss records. The only person I think that can perform their diss records is 50 Cent when he did the diss records on Ja Rule. And any diss record that Eminem has done. Because any shots that Eminem took at anybody, he ain't cool with them people. So
no.
But at the same time, Eminem's diss records aren't big records like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're not songs if you go to an Eminem concert, you're not asking for the diss records he did. Yeah. Like, you want to hear the songs you know what I'm saying? To
me, it just
same with 50, to be honest with you, but yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's just the way I feel. This ain't. I don't know. This 100% sure. This just the way I feel. I just feel like this shit is some old 2000, early 2000 New York shit. Two niggas going at each other, making songs, putting them out. Some mixtape, old school mixtape type shit.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of the East Coast, mainly New York, I think that's why a lot of them love it right now. They like what's going on, because
that's why it seems so corny though. Like,
especially, but this is parallel with what the Knicks are doing.
Yeah,
because they're naming the songs after the finals and game one and all these different things. So
that's what I'm saying. That's some New York mixtape shit.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's just like them practices right now, them practices in 2025 just so old to people. They just like, I'm straight, y'all. Like,
but think about it like this. I'm gonna trip you out with this one. I might trip you out with this one. This is the same thing as being in the South. This is the same thing we were doing in the 90s when it was popular. When East Coast going at the West Coast, whatever. The South was just sitting back looking at the shit like, all right,
Yeah.
We gonna do what we do, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Like the shit. Then that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
but it's not. You know, for us, it's just entertainment, something to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Cause like with Drake and Kendrick, them niggas had a reason for that shit. This shit had been boiling up for years, like
10 years.
And like home just like, okay, man, you know what?
10 years.
We let y'all niggas know something. That's a whole different thing than just just spin balls and
they just spin balls.
You say that's some battle rap shit.
It's battle rap.
You say all this crazy shit about a nigga mama kids and I'm a kids and I'm gonna drown your mama and I'm gonna shoot your wife and all that shit. And then after that, y'all dap up and it just
this is battle. It's battle rap. Like one of the things that tripped me out. I've been watching battle rap for a long time. I'm talking about a lot of people really didn't pay attention to battle rap like that until Eminem did 8 Mile. I've been watching battle rap before that. I knew of Eminem as a battle rapper before he came out. You know what I'm saying? So I've been watching battle rap for a very, very long time. Yeah. And I understand the sport. It's a sport in the sense of competition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not physical and all that shit, but in the competition. You know what I'm saying?
I remember early days of DVDs.
All that.
The nigga name Murder Mook and all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I seen some of them and I'm like, okay, like I understand it, but it's just like
but
it never really.
Yeah, you have to be into it like that to really be into, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be into it because the average person, that's why I don't go to battle. Because you gotta sit there all day waiting on it to happen, and then I'd rather watch them on TV personally. But it's just like I said, if you show, it's one of the things. If you show a cup of tea, it is. Yeah. You know, like us. I think for us in the South, it's different because a lot of what they do in battles, people down south don't play like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just like
don't play like that. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of niggas, it take a lot for a nigga to say, okay, you said you're gonna kill my kids.
Yeah.
Stab my mama. You gonna shoot me in the head a million times.
Yeah. Don't fuck with girl.
I'm gonna set you down, your dog on fire.
Yeah, you gonna fuck my girl. You gonna do
all that to my old lady and shit. After that, we just man.
Hey, I forgot who it was. It was either Boosie or I want to say it was Boosie that they asked about that, and Boosie was like, "Man, hell no, you ain't finna say all this stuff to me. I'm just be cool." No. I just started laughing because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how we. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's even though there are a lot of Southern battle rappers.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a
lot of. But even I remember the beefs that happened in different parts of the South, like the beefs that happened in Memphis, the beefs that happened in Houston. Yeah, even some of the ones we had in Atlanta. Them shits was as much as they were on wax, they was in the street too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like stuff, you know, some of that stuff got out of hand. Like, you know,
some of that shit, damn niggas really.
Yeah, like
he had smoke behind that shit.
So those type of battles, the battles that happened down here, like when 3-6 went up against damn near all of Memphis. You know what I'm saying? That was smoke for real. Like even though it came from a place of bad business between people and all that stuff.
But they took that shit to the street.
Going on.
Yeah, they took that shit to the street.
Yeah, that was you know what I'm saying?
So
same thing with parts of Houston, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So it just shit like that. It's just like I understand the beef. I see it. I don't really look at it. I just see it and I just like so much shit going on, my nigga. It's just like
and that's the other part that is so like I looked up one of the Joey Bada songs came out. What's today? Wednesday? It was either Sunday or Monday. And I said, "Ooh, that hard." It's now Wednesday and it's 100 damn songs out. I said, how y'all doing too much?
And it's just like they burning it out, man. They burning it out.
They like dropped 2 songs in the night. Joey done dropped like 3 more songs.
Like they living in the booth.
Faith Vaughn done dropped 3. I'm like, okay, bro. Like I get it. All right, cool. So that part of it, I'm like, all right, bro. Like I'm not finna sit here and like these dudes have made a whole album.
Yeah.
You could put all these songs like on a mixtape and be like, this is a battle mixtape. Like, which is cool, but like I said, it's for, and this is when you realize how many different type of fans are in hip hop.
Yo, definitely. There's so many different.
There's so many different type of fans, bro. Like
avenues of rap shot. That what be saying, like nigga be thinking like rapper just one thing, just like
it's not, bro.
Man, it's so many really different avenues of that shit, man.
Like I'm sitting here in the amount of Joey Badass fans. It's so many of them. Like they like, oh, I've been waiting on Joey, and you forget he rap. Not be disrespectful to Joey Badass, but because he's had such a good career acting now, like he's acting, and I know he stopped putting out music because he didn't get as big as people thought he would, because especially being from New York, everybody thought he was gonna be one of those guys that kind of bring New York back to prominence and all this stuff as far as being a big artist, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen that way, mainly because
the culture, that culture is old, y'all. Like
it's an older culture, but along with the fact you got the whole nation that got their own thing they listening to. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You got the younger fans they don't look up to that shit no more. Like when we were growing up, rappers down did certain shit. Yeah. We looked up to that shit because that's what a rapper do. Right. This shit, all that shit right there, these young niggas, they don't even acknowledge that shit, y'all.
I mean, bro, when I told you, dude, some years ago, when Young Thug first came out, this might have been his second album. There was a dude from Brooklyn at the job. I was like, hey, bro, what you listening to? I'm thinking he about to say some real New York. I thought he about to say Jadakiss, Fabulous, some old Wu-Tang. That man said, oh, I'm listening to Thug. I said, oh. And he's from Brooklyn. Yeah. I'm talking about straight out, had just come to Atlanta. Yeah. I'm listening to Thug. Yeah. At that moment, I said, yep, that's well, fun while it lasted.
Like when you hear them young niggas, they talk about the influence and shit like that. When you hear them young niggas talking about the influence, man, them niggas be talking about like Gucci and shit like that. They don't listen to that shit like that. That shit right there, you got to think. When Jesus came out, Jesus was everything that shit was.
I will really put this. I will say it started with Jeezy. Yeah. Wayne.
Yeah. But Wayne still looked up to that shit though.
Yeah.
Jeezy didn't give a fuck about.
No. I agree. I would say Jeezy. I will also say the mixtape runs that Jeezy and T.I. had. Yeah. Because mainly Jeezy was just doing Jeezy. But T.I. was getting on, like T.I. would do songs with Dipset. Like he would do a verse with Dipset. And I think that made a lot of those, like, let's say people that were our age back then from New York would look like, okay, I can rock with T.I. Okay, dang that. But you're right, when Jeezy dropped, that was just
but to me, Tip is such a unbelievable rapper, Sean. Like it's niggas in New York that can't do nothing with T.I., Sean. Like lyrically can't do nothing with T.I.
Yeah, Sean. we've been speaking about that with a lot of artists from the South.
But when I heard Tip, when I was listening to Tip and I was listening to what them niggas would listen to, I'm like, yeah. But I get it though. I get it because they from New York. They from a different style, culture, different type of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can understand this shit.
Yeah, but I will agree. Jeezy, I think Jeezy was the one that really changed.
Jeezy flipped all this shit over.
Yeah, because and I've even heard that on New York podcasts. Like a lot of dudes that's, especially dudes, like there was one podcast with a lot of battle rappers, and a lot of them dudes, of course, they talk about Jay and Nas and Fabulous and Jadakiss and DMX, and who I'm all fans of, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at them, but them dudes always bring up Jeezy. Or Wayne. Like, them two dudes they always bring up.
See, Wayne just rapped himself into these niggas. Like, you ain't had no other choice. Like,
now he was killing them on they shit.
He was killing everybody.
He was killing everybody. Yeah.
He was Wayne was like 2 years ahead of anybody. Like,
he was killing everybody. It was crazy.
But that's the same thing with Andre. Like,
yeah,
them niggas, you gotta respect home. Like, it don't matter what you say, you gotta respect home.
And it was crazy. Them folks tried for so long, and it just got to a point they were just like, okay, not only is Andre one of the best, he might be one of the best of all time. Like,
yeah, nigga, that shit that was a no-brainer, y'all. Like, come on, man. Like
when he
come on,
it was certain stuff he was doing.
Come on, man.
I would see some of the faces when they, they do them conversations about, and then you had that one dude like, hey man, you heard that verse with 3,000?
Man, come on,
as soon as they said
it
was like a lot of them dudes, I could tell they tried to fight that shit so long.
But even the group Outcast, like
Outcast
even the group, it's just like shouted. Come on, y'all.
Boy, like, I stand on this. Big Boy will out rap 90% of all rappers. 90%. Man,
that's what I'm saying. Like, technically, if you put this shit on paper, if you put this shit on paper, and one of them, you put this shit on paper.
Yeah,
it's not even no. And then you add 3,000 with this shit is a no-brainer. So it's just like Tip, but see, don't saying like Tip and all them niggas were just unbelievable rappers. 8-Ball, MJ, UGK, them niggas were just unbelievable rappers.
I agree.
I'm talking about when Jeezy came out. Jeezy said, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Oh, he wasn't lyrical at all.
I don't care about nigga. I talk about selling dope. This is what I talk about, selling dope.
Think about it. You know why that hit so hard? Because just keep it a buck. Where in the United States ain't a street corner where niggas ain't selling dope?
But that's what we were trying to say. Y'all lame ass, metaphorical, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Every nigga on this block, anywhere I go, don't know what I'm talking about.
And
niggas don't know about the motherfucking the astro plane in Egypt and all that shit y'all niggas talking about.
But that's why it hit so hard. Like even New York dudes was like, dang, I forget the dude name, but he was explaining. That's exactly what he was saying when he was explaining it. He was like, yeah, he wasn't super lyrical, but man, when he talked about the being in the kitchen and doing this and how much this, he was like we all know what that is.
But it's the same with Gucci. Like when Gucci, Gucci dropped, so I just like nigga was just like, man, this shit trash. Yeah, nigga just like, boy, I home.
Yeah.
Y'all nigga ears just turned wrong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ears dialed the wrong way.
And for a hot second, I'd say the same thing with Ross, because Ross had a big fan base.
You can say that. You can say that because the majority of Southern rappers,
especially at that time. Yeah.
I'm just putting it on that scale, but I'm just saying
that early to mid 2000s run. New York, like everybody had to listen to it because it didn't matter where you was from.
Because see, you got to think, Shawty, when 8-Ball, MJG, and now UGK and all them niggas came out, they came out at a time where that culture that them niggas be on, that shit is the number one culture.
Yeah,
you gotta be this type of lyricist. You gotta rap on these type of beats and shit like that. Yeah, and you gotta understand from a nigga who grew up. I grew up on the 8-Ball and JG, Too Short, all that shit first.
Right.
And then I found out about the New York shit.
Right.
So I'm looking at the shit the flip way. When I see them niggas doing all that battle rapping shit, I be like,
right. And I see, and you know what? That's a good point you made, because a lot of times that's where somebody's preference for hip hop comes from.
Yeah.
How they listen. I was introduced to hip hop with every single piece of it.
Yeah.
You know, at the same time I heard somebody that could really rap, I was watching somebody DJ. At the same time I was watching somebody DJ, I was watching the dudes breakdancing. At the same time watching that, you know, NWA hits. Granted, we were like 4 or 5 years old. But by the time I was really started listening, it was like the sum of all parts. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was so much stuff. Like I'm listening to Biggie, at the same time I'm listening to Snoop. Yeah. At the same time I'm listening to Crisscross.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at the same time we got MC Hammer and you know, what's the dude that had the song about the butts?
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, you know, I got hit with all that stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
And then in the midst of that, I get Bone, I get Too Short, and then somebody tells me, you know, one of the OG niggas back in the day, man, you need to get on this 8-Ball. I'm like, who the hell is 8-Ball? I don't know who that is, but you hear coming out hard. You like, hey man, what the hell, you know? Like what? Of course, 3-6. Then right after that, it's 3-6, Master P, but Jay-Z get hot. Goddamn, it's all I'm trying to say is just it's so much I got bombarded with at one time.
Yeah,
I'm everywhere with it. It's just like, can't forget Outkast, but it's just like I just got hit with it all because I'm like, yeah, because I was around. Plus, all the people I was around, everybody listened to something different. Like, I had a dude down the street who listened to Wu-Tang, so that was Wu-Tang. Then, you know, like my step pops at the time, he listened to whatever was commercial. You know what I'm saying? So I got that and whatever was commercial at the time. Then of course, you know, your mama don't want you hearing all the stuff. So and when you get the MC Hammer,
Hammer and all that shit. Yeah,
you don't even want to hear it, but it's like, all right, you know, you rock with it, and then you know, then all it takes is one homeboy to be like, hey man, hey, you need to listen to this shit. And like, all right, then you get a tape. Next thing you hear on it is, don't start no shit, it won't be no shit. You get Ice Cream Man and all. Like, what the hell? Who the hell is that? Like, running on the day.
But see,
it's crazy though.
My shit was different, y'all. It's just like we didn't have cable. So we was outside all the time. So being outside, we listened to everything the older niggas listen to. Cause we used to be over there with the older niggas. Older niggas tell you, hey, go to the store and get me something. So them niggas out there shooting dice and damn selling drugs and shit. These niggas listen to damn Dayton Family and damn 8-Ball MJG and shit like that. So automatically, when you growing up, you like, okay, shit, that what them niggas listen to, that the cool shit. Cause all the niggas that were listening and talking to them, and they were listening to Kilo and shit like that. They weren't listening to no motherfucking.
I forgot about that.
What's the rhymes and shit? Them niggas weren't listening to none of this. They were listening to Scarface and shit like that. When you see a nigga riding around with a nice car or something like that, you like, damn, why that car cool? See what he playing. See what he wearing. You know what I'm saying? He playing Too Short. He ain't playing no. That's what I'm saying. Then you had the older nigga that were older than them, older than the teenagers. So, you know, we kids, so we looking up to the teenagers. The teenagers listen to damn that shit. 8-Ball, MJG, shit like that. Then you had the older niggas, they listen to Too Short and damn UGK and shit like that. So we listen to all that shit. We like, okay, hey, what you got? Oh man, my brother down got that damn. My brother got that Dane Family. This shit hard. He's sending it to me. I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, okay, this shit hard. Then my cousin, he probably like 17, 18. He listened to Rapping Forte, E40, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it was really street music. We really called this street music because I didn't know.
That's what it was. I agree.
On cable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, and that could be it too, because like you said, you didn't have cable. I had cable, and my cable it stayed on two things. But three. I was real talk. I was either watching. It's gonna sound crazy. It's either Power Rangers. It's real shit.
But everybody watch Power Rangers.
Now we talking 94, 95, 96.
Yeah, boy, come on now.
I'm either watching Power Rangers.
Power Rangers on regular TV.
Yeah, Looney Tunes.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about like the shit cause we still kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like for the music.
The cable part came in because right after that, I'm watching MTV and BET. So back then, if you were watching Rap City, the early days of Rap City, they were primarily in New York. The same way your MTV Rap started going around a little bit more. But they were, that was mainly a New York thing. Then they started just going around and
going all around.
After a while, Rap City started going places MTV just wasn't gonna go.
Yo, they had to though.
Rap City was like, Memphis.
They had to.
Are y'all sure?
Like, they had to. So like at a certain point, that shit was getting so big that you had to come down there.
I remember them. I remember when they went to Memphis. I remember when they came to Atlanta. They came to Miami. Like I just remember Rap City. They had before they had the basement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They just started going places, and you was just like, dang, so who the hell? And then you got to get. I have to shout out all the magazines back in the day because, granted, you had the Source and Vibe, but bruh, when Murder Dog came out, Murder Dog and Ozone, bruh, I learned so much about people I ain't never even heard of.
Man, I'm telling you,
I'm like, who the hell are these people? But
man, ain't nothing.
You catch up, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing gonna beat that motherfucking hand to hand, no boy.
Oh yeah,
like hand to hand.
Oh no,
that burnt CD shit. I mean, that burnt tape shit.
The tape was first. Like somebody gave you a tape with some random stuff on it.
But I remember I got the credit from a nigga upstairs from me. He stayed upstairs. He probably like 16.
Yeah.
And I used to play with his little brother.
Yeah.
We used to be in his room playing with toys and shit like that.
Yeah.
Home playing that shit, being that shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, that shit sound good.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, man, what that is? He was like, man, this Dr. Dre, man. Y'all nigga too young. And then my mom was like, nigga, hell nah, you not listening to no damn Dr. Dre. He not listening to that shit. And then home was like, shit, I'm gonna burn your CD. You just gotta hide it. Man, he burned that shit, man. I played that shit so much, man.
Ain't nothing like hiding a CD that got some shit on it, boy.
Man, that credit, man.
Hey, look. Hey, so my stepdad had a DJ homeboy. His best friend was a DJ. And he would make him tapes.
Yeah.
And you know, whenever my stepdad would take me somewhere, he like, hey, your mama ain't here. So he put the tape in, and I'm telling you, like, I'd be like, you just sitting there just like, I don't know what this is, but goddamn, what is this? Sean? Like,
once I got old enough to pick my own music.
Because once I got, because that all happened before like the age of 12, 13. Once I got 12, 13, it really was out of here by the end.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. After that,
I went to a different school. Now you're dealing with different kind of people.
And then you start seeing, that's when you start seeing like how the music do with the girl. That's why I got his Kilo. Like when they start getting a Kilo, nigga like, oh, okay. These folks fucking the Kilo, boy. Yeah. Cause you remember, I remember cocaine. I remember the first shit he had, the cocaine.
Yeah.
I was just so young. I was so young, I just heard all the drug dealers, all the niggas with the night cars and shit, they were playing that shit. Yeah, but I was so young, man. I was young in here, boy.
Yeah, I think when that, like, you get around certain people, 'cause I remember when I got in middle school, I started talking to different, you meet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's when I discovered what a fan was. Because, and this is what I mean by that. Girls are loyal as hell to their favorite artist.
Yeah, boy.
They loyal on a different level to where you just like, okay, damn, so like I like these dudes, but I don't like them that much. God damn.
But that's why women doing, they so big in music now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. They fan actually go support this shit.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I was more so, you can't go. I couldn't go to a P concert or a bowling concert at 13, 14 years old. That wasn't happening. But like them girls though, they buying the shirts, they buying the merch, they buying, like, they were doing that back then. Like, girls would come to school with, their favorite artist shirt on. You'd be like, hey, where you get that from? Oh, in the CD book, and they got it in the CD book, and I was like, I didn't even know that.
But look, check this out.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why the niggas, our age group of rappers, that's why they just not getting a recognition now. Because we supporting that shit. You know what I'm saying? The young niggas do that shit good. Now they do this shit better than anybody now because
because Travis Scott, the king of merch.
But he got the white folk. He got the white folk. You know how that is. The white folk gonna support.
He done something with merch I ain't never seen done before, bro.
Yeah, the white folk gonna support.
Crazy.
When you get a following like that, it's a whole nother thing.
Time he drops something, it's considered a collectible. And I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. See, like these, like Joey Badass and the other niggas he beefing with, they got niggas that like their music, but they don't have that cult following like that. So
no. It takes such a combination of things to get that though.
Like that's what I'm saying.
I think about it, it's not just the
whole
music.
bunch.
Yeah, it's so much that goes into that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can't just
be good on the mic. I tell you. Yeah.
Like Joey Bada. I really ain't never heard none of his music, but I'm just saying.
Right.
I know when I heard him do something, I heard him on somebody else shit. He can rap.
Right.
But and so the music, the talent ain't the problem. The talent ain't the problem with these niggas. I'm talking about these niggas like Daylight. The talent ain't the problem with Home. Home can rap.
Home can rap. Yep.
It's just the other shit. Like
you don't
have that. You don't have that same. Your name don't get that same recognition like Kendrick and down Drake.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Or Cole
or you know what I'm saying? Cole or niggas like that.
Think about it like this: the guys that can be super lyrical, it's not that many of them in the mainstream. Because I'll give you Drake, Cole, Kendrick. I'll give you Eminem can still, but even though that's,
but Eminem took a detour with that shit though. But he's still a white boy at the end of the day.
That too. You can, and I hate when people try to not put that in there. Like you have to.
Yeah, you got to.
You
got to, man.
And I'm not, and that's not taken away from his talent.
They taking nothing away from his music.
But there's a reason why. If you ask the average white boy who says he like rap, hey man, who your favorite rapper? Eminem. There's a reason for that. So
but that's what I'm saying. That's the shit. That's the only thing I think the New York fan base and the East Coast type people they don't understand. So like when a nigga say, okay, hey boy, I'm fucking with that Future. I really fuck with that Future.
Right.
They kind of like Future, like. They can understand it, but then they can't understand it. It's just like my nigga.
Because it's not.
At the point now, it don't matter though. It don't matter now.
It's not Jadakiss. It's not Rakim. It's not KRS. No. It's not the people they grew up on and what they consider. Because you got to think about it. Back then, that was the only hip hop out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them dudes either were old around that time, or they had their uncles and cousins was older. So I get it, but that's the same thing. I wish they would understand coming from different people in other areas.
Yeah.
The same way y'all look at y'all greats in New York, that's how people look at Scarface and UGK in Houston.
Yeah.
How people look at 8-Ball, NJG in Memphis.
Yeah.
That's why people look at the people they like. These young kids now, to them, Future is it. Like Future, that's it. Like there's nothing else. Like it's Future, then it's Thug, then it's
like a nigga.
Put in there,
a nigga said that word, young nigga.
Yeah.
From the east side. And that's a bias too. But Holmes said, man, if you put Future and Jay-Z in a verse, man, Future destroy that nigga.
Exactly.
And I thought about that shit. I said, hey man, hey man, I'm from the you already know what I'm gonna say, but I'm just saying.
But here's the crazy part. Let's say you were to do that, right? Hypothetically, they would never do it, but RG3, we coming after you. Give us a second.
Oh yeah, he next.
Yeah, we got you.
After you coming right there, we going right to his bitch ass.
Hypothetically, if you put Future and Jay-Z in a verse, and let's say you gave Jay-Z one side of the stage and his crowd is on one side, you put a rope down the middle and you put Future and his crowd on the other side of the stage, the age difference would be crazy.
That should be
age difference.
Crazy.
It might be a 15-20 year gap, bro. Forget just where they from. The age difference alone, you'd be like, God damn. Like,
but this what I'm saying. This is
45-year-old niggas over here.
Yeah.
It's 25-year-old.
But this what I'm saying. With the Future gonna be 45-year-old niggas too. This what I'm saying about this shit. And then he had me thinking about this shit. He said, listen, Sean. It's just the how long Future gonna be hitting the nigga ass with hits.
Oh yeah.
And Jay-Z gonna have hits after hit too. Now, don't get me wrong. He said Future gonna down just tire him out. Cause it's just gonna be so many songs, shout.
Yeah.
And you be like, nah, this shit ain't did this and this. But shout, when you play that shit, man, the fuck gonna go crazy, man.
One thing I hate when people, I don't hate it, but I'm just saying, like, people gotta remember with the verse. Cause I had to take up for Usher when they were bringing up the Usher and Chris Brown thing.
Yeah.
Cause they were like, Chris Brown got so many songs. I'm like, a versus is 20 on 20.
Yeah.
You pick your best 20 records. You
pick your best, that's what I'm saying.
You pick your best 20. It's not, Chris Brown can't play his whole catalog in an hour and a half. Like that.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. You take your best 20 and Chris take his best 20. And I was arguing with this girl. I said, I'm telling you, I'm not saying Usher would just outright win. That's not what but y'all saying Chris Brown would just wash Usher in the verse.
No, shout it. But this is what I'm saying.
Usher, his best 20, man. Hey, look.
Hey, listen. When Usher hits you with them best 20, shout it. These motherfuckers gonna feel like concrete slugs in your ass. I was like,
that's what I like. Y'all gotta be careful when speaking about a verses because you picking the best 20.
That's the same thing I said about when the Gucci and Jeezy shit. The Gucci and Jeezy down verses.
Yeah.
Nigga like, but nigga, you crazy. Nigga, you know Gucci got. I'm like, I understand that. I'm a Gucci fan too. I'm a Jeezy fan too. I'm just trying to tell you, Shawty, when that nigga Jeezy start unloading that trapper die home.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing nobody can do with that shit, Shawty. No. I'm talking about, especially in trap. If you talking about trap rappers,
and
we're gonna start hitting you with that motherfucker now, that trapper die man, and that one-on-one. It's over, Shawty.
That's what I had the same argument because there was a potential T.I. and 50.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I don't know 50 first album. I was like, I give you that. But 50 ain't got 20 songs on that first album.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. When Tip start unloading on y'all, man.
Y'all got to think. I said this is 20 for 20.
He ain't that 50 ain't that stupid.
50 got a solid 10. I give you that.
Taught a big 10 too.
Solid 10.
Crazy 10.
But that next 10.
Boy, when you get on that 15 and then 16,
I said
that shit gonna start looking real dry. Boy.
To them, them third, fourth albums, I don't know.
And Tip gonna be jetting out down, getting wound up, boy.
I said, I don't, but either or. I love the hypotheticals. We love hip hop, but we just,
But we gonna ship.
It's different.
We gonna ship off hip hop, man.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Listen, check this out, man.
It's a lot. First off, RG3, Ryan Clark, Angel Reese.
Yeah, get a backstory on the RG3.
So this is what we're gonna start off. WNBA, shout out to all the women. Shout out to all the ladies.
Okay, we say the RG3 for last.
Yeah, because it's gonna go to that. Mm-hmm. Shout out all the ladies, man. I think the girl named Kelsey Plume. I forget her name. Mm-hmm. She dropped like 37 on the first night.
Oh yeah, I can't. I'm excited for this season. though. I ain't gonna lie. WNBA, I'm excited for this shit.
Shout out Angel Wilson. She dropped like 34 in the first night.
Angel Wilson, man.
Caitlin Clark had a triple-double the first night. New York Liberty, they won the championship last year. They started out with a win.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the ladies, man. Look.
We love
the product. I will say this. I have my critiques on the product that's on the court.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the WNBA goes. Off the court, they doing their thing. You got TV, you got merch, you got eyeballs on you. Y'all got your own shows where they talking about the league and all that stuff. Everybody's paying attention. Social media's paying attention. Y'all doing your thing, regardless of my critiques on the court. There's certain things I'm just like, they just got to get better with certain stuff. But anyway, beyond all that, I'm happy that now they have, and they've always had great players in the league.
Yeah,
it's just now I think because of social media has made it highlighted more players where it's like, oh, we know this person.
You got to make it where them folk really care about the players.
Yeah, exactly. And now,
like, just being, but the same thing we just said with hip hop. Just because you good at rapping, that shit don't mean niggas gotta like your music, son, or they gotta fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? They just say you're good rapper and keep it moving.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes that can play basketball. Like, think about it. Tim Duncan was one of the most boring players to watch, but he's one of the greatest.
Boring as hell. He played
but he's literally one of the greatest players that ever played the game.
Yeah.
And he was just basic as hell. Like, you know. Yeah. But it is what it is. He won championship.
He kept it basketball, and he was great at it. You know what I'm saying?
All day. So, but I think I'm excited for the WNBA in this respect. That they have the eyeballs, they have everything they need, I think, to get bigger. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm excited. The college game is going to do more for the WNBA.
Yeah, definitely.
On the women's side.
Yeah.
I don't think the men's side is helping too much.
They ain't got nobody you care about.
I just don't. The product that's on the men's side is not helping the NBA grow. To me personally,
because the niggas are. They don't made it seem like, so they don't made it seem like, I don't say it the truth. They made it seem like if you was a nigga in college, you are not as good as a nigga that's going straight to the league, or you not as good as a nigga that say, man, fuck college, I'm going G League.
Or if you're not a one and done, what are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing?
You know what I'm saying? Like
I tell any nigga, if I look at your shit, Sean, and they say you a 4-year senior, or you went back for the 5th year, I'm straight. I'm not drafting you, Sean.
Even the guy that says he's a junior.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going into my junior year.
I'm not drafting.
What are you doing? Like
what? Like
you know what I'm saying?
What? And
it is not a thing of this person can't play.
Yeah.
It's not that at all. It's just more so. They're drafting one and done. Let's just keep it a fuck. They're drafting one and done. So
and I respect the coaches that know that. I respect the coach that accepted like, hey man, I know you gone, man. Like, but this shit, man, let's just 1 year. Try to get your shit together, and then I'm okay. Go on about your business.
Because there's a good chance in the 2026 draft.
Yeah,
you're gonna have a bunch of NBA sons.
Yeah,
getting into the league.
Cause look, you remember when we were coming up, that shit. They used to talk about niggas who did that shit.
Oh yeah, because
when they done niggas, they like, oh no,
you don't know nothing.
Yeah,
you don't know nothing.
You remember they used shit like they was like niggas supposed to stay at least 3 years before you come out.
You either had to be a certain height or have a certain talent skill level.
Yeah.
Because remember, they were drafting dudes out of high school, but you had to be 6'10", 6'9".
Yeah, you had to be like a damn phenom
or you had to be, McGrady skill set, coach.
Yeah, you had to be like a phenom,
like you had to type nigga. Like I think Sebastian Telfair was one of the first point guards they drafted out of high school, because that was unheard of. Like, we didn't draft no point guard out of high school.
Yeah.
And same with Lou Williams. Lou Williams is actually one of the smaller players they took right out of high school. But he just had to go because it was like, at that time, it was like, bro, ain't no dude going to. He the number one player in the country. There ain't no point in him going to college. But it just wasn't no point. It was like, all right, they've been talking about him going to the league. And then he turned out to be a great, NBA player. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, with the WNBA, I'm proud of them. I think what's coming in the next 4 to 5 years, talent-wise, is going to be even better for the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope Juju get better.
Juju, but see, Juju is that next thing, big thing. So I was like,
right. And that was I hope she gets better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as her injury, I hope that doesn't up her, too much.
Her keep going.
That injury is a lot to come back from for any athlete, but
especially the motherfucker who had everything on your shoulder.
It was sitting out there. You know what I'm saying? So
the whole WNBA was on her shoulder. Like, everybody knows Juju is the next one.
The next thing, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're calling Caitlin Clark Steph Curry, you could very well say Juju is either Ant Edwards or SGA or something like somebody who can get points all over the court. It don't matter where she at on the court, she getting buckets. So.
Yeah, like a female version of Mello Anthony.
Yeah.
So it's just like
no matter where you put her, she getting buckets.
She getting the ball up. But it's just like this is the question I asked you about the shit though.
Yeah.
This is the question I asked. Why do people hate Angel Reese so much?
I listen.
Like they all tell my own lady it's a list of these shit. So it's her, Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to see. There's one more other girl that I had. They up to my nigga. They hate Megan Thee Stallion.
I put Cardi B in there.
Yeah, they hate Cardi B too.
Cardi B. Go put Cassie in there.
Yeah,
that ain't even her fault.
They hate Lizzo too.
Oh man.
They hate Lizzo. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Lizzo, shout out. Hey, you did what you had to do for you.
Yeah.
You look good, baby. I seen you recently.
Yeah, they hate Lizzo. They hate Lizzo.
Hey, you did what you had to do for you, baby. I'm proud of you. Do what you do. But anyway.
They hate Lizzo, boy.
I would say Azalea Banks, but I get why.
But that's all. Yeah, that's a reason for that shit. But, I'm talking about people that really just don't really do nothing for them to just.
I feel you.
Like she be doing shit for a mother. Hey, I'm talking about like. I'm trying to think one more other person. They just like, son, why y'all nigga hate her like that?
You might have to add Tiana Taylor to the mix too after this whole situation.
You think so?
The divorce settlement thing, like them folks going hard at her. I'm like, God damn, I'm like. You just got divorced.
But it's still niggas that like Tiana Taylor. I'm talking about like
but them
niggas hate
too.
They hate Angel Reese and man. Like I ain't never shouted.
They do
the amount of racist insults they gave her. I'm just like, bro. But I'm just saying from a black man, I'm looking like. If you look at her, she's not really that type of girl like that. With the way y'all making her,
she is
like
she plays ball like a bitch,
and
she play ball like a dude. If you
see how she act like a little girl. She act like a girl, like a high maintenance girl. She don't act like a hood rat like that.
Right. Now that I agree with too. But they
be calling hood rats in.
But you know that narrative. It's easy. It's so easy to make a black person seem ghetto and trashy or low. The new joint, low vibrational. It's easy to do that nowadays because all you got to do, like there was a clip of her at the free throw line. And I think somebody checked in and it messed up her rhythm because she about to do a free throw, and they kind of threw off her rhythm because the girl, you know how they be switching at the line between where they gonna stand at, and she got mad because she was just looking like what the hell, like come on man, and she looked at the ref and she threw the ball back, she passed the ball back to the ref so the ref would pass it back because everybody has their own free throw routine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every basketball player got their own free throw routine where they, whatever they got to do to make their free throws, you know what I'm saying? And I think it messed up her rhythm. But she just made a face, looked at the ref, was like, come on, man, like what we doing? That's all she said. You'd have thought she slapped somebody, called them a bitch, and dragged them by their hair. To the comment section, it was all like,
but that's everything with her, Shawty. I'm talking about everything she do. They hated Serena Williams too. They would, you know how that go. But
black men,
everything she do, Shawty, they hate. Man, I'm telling you, they hate. They hate her and that Megan Thee Stallion. Them the two right there.
Yeah.
Like I never seen no shit. Well, black men, and I ain't saying all black men because we ain't on that bullshit.
No.
So I ain't gonna say all, but the niggas that who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The niggas. The self-hate, the black women hating black men, and the white niggas can get out all the shit they want to, Shawty. Like they give these niggas a nigga pad, a pad to say nigga when you talk about them two, Shawty.
They do.
When you talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Angel Reese, a white nigga say nigga and a black nigga wouldn't even get mad, Shawty.
No.
Shawty, the nigga wouldn't even get mad. Shawty be like, Shawty.
They call it jiggle.
What the fuck?
and
tall baby. Nigga, poor monkey, all kind of shit. Nigga just be like,
hey, they call it, bro. Hey, I 100% agree, and I don't get it. To this day, I can't tell you what Angel Reese did. To this day,
that's what I'm saying. I never really. The only thing I seen her getting in Caitlin Clark face in the championship game, but it's just like y'all niggas know the full story though. Y'all know she started doing that shit because she started doing it.
But hey, you can't do that to America's sweetheart though.
But I don't listen. I understand that.
You can't. In the media world, you can't. No.
But this is what I'm saying. That's just about the play they talking about now.
Yeah.
Where she pushed the motherfucker she pushed
Angel Reese put the girl first. Yeah.
Yeah. Angel Reese put the girl first. Yeah.
And then Caitlin Clark, that's a basketball play.
Yeah.
You put somebody to get the rebound, you can't go back up with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't finna have it. No, you're not finna push my player out the way to get the ball, and then you just got an easy layup. Nah, we ain't doing it. And here's where I got mad at RG3. Right after the game, Angel Reese said that was a good basketball play. Moving on. Good play, move on. Where did RG3 comes out and says, I think she hates.
Like,
bro.
Okay, because we finna get on his ass. But this is what I'm saying about this shit. Like, I never seen. Nigga don't understand it. They don't understand what I be saying. Like, they're the same thing with Megan. A nigga, one of my partners, home hit me up. I was talking to him on that shit. And he sent me something about Megan Thee Stallion. And I was just like, why y'all nigga hate her so much? Fuck that lying ass bitch, nigga just. So I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
For him to just jump out, he ain't even the type of nigga to just jump out there and just fuck that lying ass bitch. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get to the root of why these niggas this mad, y'all. And I thought, I asked him a question. I said, damn, LOL. I was like, damn. So now I'm gonna ask you this question. You really think Shawty was gonna rat on her friend for this nigga?
Right.
And Holmes is like, that's a good question.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Like allegedly. But I'm just saying,
that's what happened. Yeah.
If that's what happened, do you really think she was gonna do that?
Right.
He just like, that's a good question. I'm like, I'm just ask the question. I'm like, why y'all niggas just don't? I'm talking about that Angel Reese shit. It's just I be seeing her like, damn, them niggas hate Shawty, bro.
Personally, I really don't get the Angel Reese thing.
I'm talking about to the level of the level of that hate, like,
bro. Absolutely. Like, if it's one thing, like Angel Reese said something about they deserve to get, the same that the men are getting. I thoroughly disagree because from a business standpoint, y'all don't generate the same money. It just is what it is. And if we really want to keep it a buck, the same women that be speaking the loudest about women should be paid more, yada yada, these women don't even go to the games. Whole nother story though. Until a bunch of women, AKAs, like sororities and all that, until they start getting season tickets to the WNBA, I don't want to hear nothing about no.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother conversation what we're talking about. That's a business conversation. This one, I don't get because, and a lot has to do with it. I blame the media more than anybody. Me personally. And the reason why I said it, at first, I thought, okay, this is a good story. You got the hero and the villain.
Mm-hmm.
The hero and the villain thing is based upon whose side you're on. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're an Angel Reese fan, Caitlin Clark is the villain in the story, not in real life. This WWE, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't real life. They shake hands when they get off the court type deal. You know what I'm saying? If you on Caitlin Clark's side, Angel Reese is the villain in the story. What I think the media turned it into was Caitlin Clark, that first run they had, she was the sweetheart. She was everyone talking about her. NBA stars, hey, this the new, she the new it thing. This is it.
Yeah.
Angel Reese in LSU came in and said, nah, bro, we
Yeah.
It's gonna be us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when she did the thing, because they were so invested in Caitlin Clark, and they wanted her to win so bad, and they, you know, she American sweetheart at this point.
That's right.
And then it's like Angel Reese and them were like, nah, fam, we good on that. We ain't doing that this year. You know what I'm saying? And she got that shows you how emotional people can be. When I really saw how bad it was the next year when Don Staley in South Carolina beat them. What it was either the semifinal or the final, one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the semifinal.
But it was the final four. I gotta do it anyway. And Don Staley and them go on. Don Staley is on one of those, either Good Morning America, one of them shows. And the lady, a black lady at that, went up to her and said, "Why did you have to beat Caitlin Clark? Y'all know we wanted her to win."
That shit crazy, bro.
And here's the thing: I'm not blaming Caitlin Clark.
And that's what I was just finna say. That's what I'm saying about the whole thing.
Caitlin Clark ain't got nothing to do with it.
And I understand what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying about this shit. Cause I'm calling it down the middle. That's what I'm saying. I look at shit from both sides. I look at, because I ain't got no problem with Caitlin Clark or damn Angel Reese.
And that's the other point. Yeah.
It's just a simple fact that it's just like, I'm saying, like, why? I just want to know why. Like, if you give me a reason, a real good reason why y'all hate her like this, I can understand it.
And that's what I'm getting to, because it seems like it comes from such a love and wanting to prop up Caitlin Clark so bad.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about the whole thing. I'm talking about the black men, shawty. As a black man, shawty.
On that end, I don't get it.
As a black man, I understand the propaganda, shawty. I already know how to propaganda. I ain't got no problem with that. I know they're gonna push this white girl up as the hero.
We know how it works.
I can understand it. I can understand it. Ain't no problem with that.
No,
because at a certain point, now it's getting to a little bit of, it ain't no racing this shit now. Now they propping up now black people, making them the superhero and making the white nigga the villain. They doing this now because they seeing like it ain't really you can't really play out the race shit a lot like that.
Because when they talk about
I'm just talking about mentally as a black man, shawty.
Right. Because when they talk about WNBA, they say the best player is Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
There's no debate neither. It's like, oh no, it's Asia Wilson. Like,
but like, as a black man though, shawty, I look at this shit like how you supposed to look at your race. Like, okay, we can talk shit about her and about the shit we don't like about her.
Right.
When y'all start making this shit like a whole nother level type of shit, it's time for her to step in and say, hey, hold on, y'all. Now we ain't even do all that.
Right.
Like they just let white niggas just fire off on Angel Reese.
Yeah. And
let white niggas just fire off on her, just all kind of racial shit.
Because the black men are doing it too. Like it's
the black men joining in on this shit. That's what I'm saying.
It's black men that talk about her in a way you just like you're right. It's one of them like, what did I miss? I missed something.
You know what I'm saying? That's my whole question I ask everybody, y'all.
Yeah.
What did Angel Reese do that was so bad that y'all hate her like this?
I 100% agree, because I don't get it.
Like Megan got her flaw. Megan got shit that she done did. I'm be like, that shit, that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
But at a certain point where y'all niggas just, I wish she would have got shot. I'm like,
now see, that's crazy.
Why? Like, okay, I understand you probably don't like the way she act, her behavior and shit like that, man.
That's insane.
Like, do y'all nigga like Tory Lane that much? Because when he was out here making music, he damn sure was going platinum and having all these stupid crazy numbers like that. Where y'all nigga go ride for this nigga.
And they tell you the truth about Tory Lane, the only people I knew that listened to him were women.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know too many dudes that listen to Tory Lane like that. No disrespect. I've yet to meet a dude that was like, hey, now they say it now.
Me personally, I never personally known nobody to listen to Tory Lane.
Prior to this, I ain't never heard nobody, especially a man, be like, hey, man, that nigga go hard, bro. Never heard it.
I'm talking about personally, a nigga that you personally know that you can say, hey, get on the phone and say, hey, you fuck with that Tory Lane, nigga, I fuck with it. I ain't never heard that shit. So it's just like the way especially home, it's just the way he just fuck that bitch. It's just like,
whoa,
I like it.
And that brings me to RG3, and what I hate. Listen, he tried to defend himself. Now I will say this: I think RG3 had a bad take, and I think Ryan Clark went too far. I think both things can be true at the same time, because I don't think Ryan Clark had to go that route of saying he married to a white woman, yada yada yada. Because at that point, we're all making the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark a race thing. And to me, it doesn't have to be.
Check this out. Okay, that part about the white woman shit. Okay, yeah. To me personally, I'm gonna say it like them started out like this. RG3, you a fucking cornball, Sean. You a fucking jigaboo. You a jigaboo. You a Sambo. You a bitch ass nigga, Sean. Like, for one thing, you ain't even good. You weren't even good enough for that shit. The shit that you talking like you just was a damn. Now, don't get me wrong. When you first came out of college, you were good. You weren't no hellified ass nigga the way you making it seem like, and you been a sucker. I'm gonna tell you, RG3 is what people thought Russell Wilson was.
Facts.
Until you get around, until you hear this nigga actually talk around his family, you like, damn, but Russell Wilson talk like that.
Facts. Not as facts.
Like,
yeah,
RG3 is a fucking clown, shot. Like this nigga, and then just like the Ryan Clark shit. Sometimes you gotta damn chest tie a nigga publicly, because the simple fact, and the only reason I think he brought in the white woman shit is because when he did the video, his wife in the background doing all that clapping and down cheering and shit.
I understand that.
Charlotte, this ain't even yo. That's what I'm saying about niggas letting white people in our shit, Charlotte.
Right.
My nigga, that ain't even yo. I understand Caitlin Clark and the shit. I understand the Caitlin, but I'm talking about the downplay of black women in front of white folks. Charlotte. I know we don't give a fuck about the white folk, but it's just a simple fact that, hey, home, that's just like a nigga. That's just like a nigga talking about your nigga talking about your cousin. In front of your face, calling them all kind of shit. You like, hey, hold on now. It's still cool now. I understand, you know what I'm saying? But chill out with the shit. Y'all be calling down.
Even if what he's saying is the truth, like, hey, bro, chill out.
Yeah, you got. It's just a simple fact that her in the back had the. She was comfortable enough to do all that clapping. It's just like, Sean, you can't even check it. You can't even check your wife on that shit, man. You need to check her on that now.
I feel it.
And you talking about a young girl. You ain't talking about a grown woman. You talking if you want to say you talking about a grown.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about a grown woman. You talking about a young lady. Now come on, man. That's my whole thing about the shit. It's just like at a certain point, it's just like home. At the end of the day, you still. I know you don't want to be. Let me tell it. I know you don't want to be black, but you still black, man.
Yeah. And that's why I didn't like his take.
Yeah,
because he sounded. To you, and that's if you're on a show like that and they give you the room or the space and they give you that little amount of time to say, give your perspective, and you use the word hate.
And
that's a strong word in that kind of.
And you double down on that shit.
Yeah, you double down. You gave your little examples and all that. And I'm sitting here like, I could just tell, you know. And I'm sitting here like, if you ain't heard Angel Reese say that, and mind you, if the last time I heard Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are cool.
Oh, they probably are more likely.
That came out of their mouth. Like they
don't have no choice in this shit. The media got this shit, and they don't got no choice in this shit, man.
No personal issues. Now, do I think, and this includes the WNBA, do I think everybody plays into this? You kind of have to, because this is how you get views. And come on now, you put that game as the first game of the season, you meant to get views off of this. Like, hey, we putting this on TV. Like, we got to have Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark first game of the year.
Yeah, that's the money maker.
But that's the money maker. So from a business standpoint,
they're making something interesting, man.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
From a business standpoint and from the eyeballs and you selling merch and the marketing, you got to have that. You know, And then they got to play each other anyway, so it just is what it is. Like,
and I understand the reporting on this shit. Right. It's just the simple fact that, and I ain't got no problem with him reporting on this shit. It's just the simple fact that when you start doing shit like that, Sean, and you have these white people in the back clearly cheering you on, like it just bring in the simple fact that it's just like, I think that them niggas like propaganda like that. They like to put the black niggas on camera who shit on black people. That's the way I feel like. So I feel like if you willing to shit on me, if you willing to shit on your people, they'll damn sure put you out there.
I agree.
And they love it. They love every minute of it. They gonna give you whatever you want because you doing what they need you to do.
And it's almost like you put a bad taste in their mouth to big up. You know, and when they big up certain people, I can't say they don't big up black folks because they do at the same time. Like I said, my issue was to say she hates Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. That puts a narrative out there that, for one, the white fan or the white people that already hate her now have something to be like, well, yeah, because RG3 said, you know, and it's like, whoa,
he's a black, and then you know what they're gonna say? He's a black man.
Exactly.
You know, he's not just a regular what's name. He's a black man.
And then here's the other part. You ain't never heard Angel Reese say nothing about Caitlin Clark.
RG3 done got a history of doing this shit though, shout.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why Ryan Clark, I feel like Ryan Clark went to the level he went to. They're the same thing with the Kendrick and Drake shit. It's just like, shout, okay, now you got a history of that. I'm gonna have to show you, shout. I'm gonna have to get ignorant, and it's gonna be some shit where it's just like, okay, you went a little bit too far. No, I didn't go too far. This nigga got a history of doing this shit, shout.
Right.
And it's just a simple fact. It just looks so bad because shout back there clapping and it's that shit embarrassing, man.
Yeah, it was.
That shit embarrassing, shout.
For what? And it's crazy because you know what's really crazy is that you'll hear a lot of people. Well, you know, I believe we should all just, you know, let's all get along type. You'll hear them say it. White people.
Yeah, and they really believe that shit.
Yeah, people just come together and do this and be. But then you take something like that, and to me, this is where RG3 is really irresponsible. You can't act like you don't know what these folks are saying about Angel.
But listen, this is what I'm saying about that.
You know what I'm saying?
White people and the white people who saying about, man, we need to come together and shit. They telling you the right thing. They're the truth. Right. We need to come together, shout, but it's just a simple fact that, because I ain't trying to blame them white people for this shit. I'm trying to blame the folks who putting this bullshit out and putting this propaganda out here, and just like you said, my nigga, you know what the move is,
bro. If you know the situation, you can go on any comment section.
That with Acho same way.
Them white folks be going nuclear about Angel Reese.
You know that nigga when that Acho?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He the same fucking way, y'all.
Yeah.
The same way, y'all.
It's one thing to have a difference of opinion from the majority. I get it, but they come off as if they're trying to appease. And it's like,
man, you know what it is, shawty. You know what it is, shawty. And then look, this shit, cause see, I don't even think in the same way these niggas think about this shit. So I already know the next thing you finna do. As soon as I point this shit out, why you gotta make it about race? Right. Shawty, this is what I'm trying to tell you, shawty. I understand what you're trying to say, right? But I understand what you're doing too, man. Right. I understand what you're doing. Cause you know what I'm saying. You trying to throw that Ray card out there, so I'm gonna beat him to the point. Oh, okay. Why you trying to make it about race? Cause this particular thing y'all talking about, this shit is about race.
Yeah, and they've made it that way.
They made it that way.
They made it that way. This is not. It didn't have to be.
All white people ain't on this shit.
No,
you feel what I'm saying? All white people ain't on this shit, but I'm just saying they are looking at the particular people that are on this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And this and granted, I'm not comparing either one to Magic Bird, but Magic Bird wasn't even like this.
Yeah, but they tried to. They tried to.
But Magic and Bird was competitors, but they were cool outside of that. Like,
and Larry Bird went on that bullshit like that. Larry Bird like, I'm not.
Yeah. He really wasn't. He really wasn't. And that's kind of where I applaud Caitlin Clark in a sense, because she's not feeding into it either. Like, she's kind of like, Caitlin Clark is just like, I'm just here to play ball, y'all doing too much. Like, even Caitlin Clark is looking at it like, yo, I just want to play basketball. Like,
but yeah, man, it's just like,
what are y'all doing? Like, it's too much.
It just and then and we're gonna close like this, man. RG3, man, and then all that taking pictures with overside down stunts and shit, putting them in your mouth and shit. Like, my nigga, you doing it?
Yeah, at the end of the day,
that shit is a humiliation ritual, shout. I feel like, shout. You trying to humiliate yourself.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think it was just more than a bad take. I think it was irresponsible to use those words.
I think he knew that shit, man.
To say, that's what I'm saying. It's irresponsible because you should have. If he said he didn't know, he should have known. But I think he knew. But to say she hates her, that's like, bro, what? And I'm gonna prove to you why she hate like that. Now you bringing. That brings so much other stuff into the conversation.
It just, I'm telling you,
it ain't even that serious, bro.
Just a fucking Sambo, man. He just a Sambo, man. That's all it is. I
say that, and then he tried to, hey, well, if y'all don't like my tape, bro, you knew what you were doing.
You always can judge a nigga by his hairline, y'all. You can judge a nigga by hairstyle and his hairline, y'all.
Yeah,
and the way he smiled. Like, home, I always show all
that's what I was about to say. That smile.
And home cut used to be crazy. Yeah. Home had a fool ass cut. I'm talking about, man, a crazy ass cut on him, boy. Hairline, all that shit down total, nigga. So shit, man. Listen, man. RG3, man. From the bottom of my heart, man. Fuck you, Sean. Fuck you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're a bitch.
Yeah, but now you get one for those, bro.
Yeah, you a bitch, and that's some sucker ass shit you did. But
until further notice, that was horrible, bro. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Oh God, that was terrible.
And just like them niggas be screaming fuck Trae Young, I'm saying fuck RG3, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys stay disciplined, man.
Please do,
man. And then
we're gonna hit y'all with another one soon, man.
Gonna holler at y'all boys Thursday, Friday, whatever.
Hey, holler at you.
All right. Easy.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best thing going today.